Yo, Bulls fans, we are back, and Demar DeRozan has been receiving a lot of doubts and kind of hate for this upcoming season. And I think DeMar is going to have one of his best seasons this year, and he's going to have the most motivation going into the season ever in his playing career. And we're going to get into that right after this. All right, Bulls fans, we are back, and today's topic is going to be about DeMar DeRozan. There's been a lot of hate and doubt circling around DeMar DeRozan lately, and for his play and just how he kind of runs with the ball. And I think all of this doubt is really going to push him to another level. I really think that he's going to have one of the best years in his career. And DeMar is just an elite player, and you can't even lie about that. He's always been an elite player, and he always will be. He always will be in the He'll be in the Raptors 100% for the Raptors, 100%. But there's been a lot of stories and pages and stuff online, and they have DeMar really. They've been disrespecting DeMar a lot on those pages, and he's been named on the top 5 of the most overrated players of the list that I've seen, and I believe I mentioned that in one of my other videos, but I mean, how could you say that about DeMar? DeMar puts up 20 a night, and if you're lucky, you'll get maybe 30, 35, and a 20 a night is 100% okay, because we have a guy like Zach LaVine that should really be averaging about 30 points per game. We got Vooch, he should be around the 20 mark with about 11 boards a game, and we have a big three, and DeRozan, Zach, and Vooch, and I think this team can honestly go places with the new additions that we added, but DeMar is one of the biggest leaders on this team, especially off the court with the younger guys. He coaches and mentors the younger guys in the offseason and really gets them ready and prepared for the season. I mean, if you watched, you saw Dalen Terry and Patrick Williams with DeMar DeRozan, and they were all putting in work together. I mean, that is a guy that you want to go and work with, to put in work together with, because you just know he's an elite player. Everybody knows who that is in the NBA. And if you get a chance to go work out with DeMar, you're going to take that opportunity. And he can get a bucket whenever you want, or whenever you need one. And DeMar is just kind of that guy. He's not going to average under 20 points per game a year, because, I mean, the way he plays and the way he shoots the ball, I mean, you're evidently going to get a basket from him. I mean, he can draw the foul, he can get to the line. He gets to the line a lot during games, and that racks up your points. So, I mean, DeMar is an elite player. And Mark Eversley recently said, it just came out, that he wants to keep DeMar for the long run. And honestly, that is the biggest question coming into this next offseason after this year, because with free agency coming up, how long is he really wanting to keep DeMar DeRozan? Because, we have Javon Carter on a 3-year deal. We have Torrey Craig on, I believe it's a 2-year deal. Vooch on a 3-year deal. Kobe White on a 3-year deal. So is he going to span out that time to match, Vooch's deal and Kobe's deal to a 3-year deal? Because eventually, we could take a leap and make something happen. And if we could trade DeMar or something like that. And that's the biggest question going into the offseason. What and how long is Mark Eversley really planning with AK on how long to keep DeMar? I mean, DeMar is an elite player, don't get me wrong, but he's starting to get old. And even though he's getting old, he could probably play till he's 40 and still average 20 points per game. I mean, because he is just him. But I think that DeMar is going to come into the season with a lot of motivation and a lot of drive to prove his haters wrong. But that's going to be all for this one, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that sub button for more Bulls and Cubs content, and see red. Peace.